Hey everyone, what is going on? And the Ultra League is about to begin. We're going to be having the Open Ultra League as well as the Ultra League Remix Cup. So they banned the top 20 most used Pokemon. And this is kind of, I don't know, I mean, take it as you will. They're banning the top 20 most used Pokemon, but a lot of these Pokemon people don't have. For example, Deoxys Defense, you don't have an XL Deoxys Defense. Jellicent, Scrafty, Politoed. So that's why a lot of these are not in the top 20, but they would be if they were more accessible, I guess. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So that's why a lot of these are not banned, and this is a very expensive meta, so I don't recommend doing it unless if you already have the Pokemon invested in, you already have a solid team. You should probably stick to Open Ultra, but yeah, it's more expensive than the Master League Classic, and that's just the way things are. It's unfortunate, but if you don't have these XL Pokemon, you're not really going to compete. I don't have them. I have some. I have a couple, but most of them I don't have. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the meta and see what teams I think are going to be good and what you could use should you want to go ahead and try to participate. So anyway, we do have the S tier, which is going to be Galarian Stunfisk. Definitely a solid pick. It's always a good pick. It's one of the top ones for the Open Ultra. It's the top ones for the Great League, you know. So it's a great Pokemon, and it would be banned. You know, again, most of these would if more people had access to it, more people would be running it. Although I think more and more players are getting this one. This is one I personally have. This is one of the very few. I think this is actually the only XL I have in this list. But regardless, let's go ahead and move on. Defense Deoxys, you could have raided for this to get it. It was recently in raids, but it was really expensive, so I didn't rated. I just rated like free passes and things like that. I used some remote passes, but I only probably have about like 50 XLs. But if you happen to get enough to max it out, it is 100% worth it, and it's such a great Pokemon. It's gonna be super bulky. Jellicent, another great pick. We see this in the Ultra Premier Cup, so Jellicent is no surprise. You're gonna see Jellicent on every single team that participates in the Ultra League Remix. I'm telling you guys, it is such a good Pokemon. The next up and the last in the S tier is gonna be Scrafty. This is definitely going to be the best fighting type in this meta, in my opinion. It does well against Jellicent. It does well against Galarian Stunfisk, Deoxys. It does well against a lot. It does well against all of the other S tiers, you know, in this list. So definitely going to be one of the best Pokemon and one that you will see. I don't, well, I don't have the XL candy for it, but I don't even have a good ranked one. So I'll have to see how many XLs I do have. I've been trading them for distance whenever I get them. I just don't have a good one. So even if I had enough XLs, which I don't think I do, I still don't have a good ranked one, so I wouldn't be able to use it. Next up, we have the A tier. Going to be Steelix. This one you can get away without using an XL. Of course, it benefits from being XL'd, but you can use a non-XL'd one. For this one, I think I have one in the 2400s that's not XL'd. Of course, you know, I do want to build a better one, but Dragon Tail is super powerful now, so that's why Steelix, you'll probably see that. Next up, we have Shadow Abomasnow, or the regular one, but I do think it's going to be a great Pokemon. Of course, from what I've heard, like the non-XL'd one performs a little bit better than the XL'd one. I personally have an XL'd one of this. This is actually another one I do have, thanks to Spotlight Hour, Snova Spotlight Hour. That's why I do have this one. Except I don't have a Shadow, I have a regular one. But, so, yeah, I have this one. But, yeah, it's going to be a pretty good Pokemon. Definitely a good Ice type. One of the best Ice types. Then we have Shadow Nidoqueen or the regular Nidoqueen. So, another great pick. But another one that you are going to want to XL. And this is actually one that I'm currently working on that I think I'm close, actually. I have a decently ranked one. I think I'm close with this one. So when I said I only had Galarian Stunfisk, I was a little bit wrong about that. I have a couple others. I'm not quite finished with this one, but I'm getting there. And then Mandibuzz, I have a rank 8, I think, rank 10, something like that, so a decent one. You do want a perfect, you do want XL'd. I'm not even close with the XL'd Pokemon on this, but or the XL candy, so I'm not going to be able to use it anytime soon, but this is definitely going to be a great one. Definitely very bulky. It's bulky in the Great League. You can imagine how bulky it is in the Ultra League. Next up is going to be an XL Politoed, another one I'm currently working on. I think I got it up, I got a decent amount of XLs invested into it, but not fully invested, so I can't use this one quite yet. But this is going to be a great pick. Then we have the B tier, Regirock and Giratina Origin Form. Both of those Pokemon are going to be good, and guess what? they are not excelled Pokemon. So they're expensive for second moves, 100k, don't get me wrong, but they're not excelled. So definitely going to be good. Giratina Origin hits like a truck, so it's going to be doing well against like Deoxys, which I think will be popular. It could hit Jellicent for a lot of damage, so it is going to be good. It does get walled by like Scrafty and Mandibuzz, but I do think it's going to be a pretty solid pick for this one, especially if you're not using XL Pokemon. I think Giratina Origin is going to be up there. Next up, we have another Ice-type Alolan Ninetales. You could use Charm or Powder Snow on this one, to be honest. I don't know which one I think is going to be better. Probably Powder Snow, and I am being invited to a Dialga raid, so I'm going to go ahead and hop into that as I'm talking to you guys. But no, I have a rank 15, so I have a good one. I just, again, need the XL candies for it. I'm not even close. I think I have like 30 XL candy, if that, on this one. So I'm not even close on this one. This one's not happening anytime soon. So that's going to be the S, A, and B tier. And then we have other options. We have Meganium. This one definitely going to be benefiting from XL candy. So if you want a good grass type, Meganium is going to be the way to go. Venusaur was banned, so Meganium probably going to be one of the only grass types, unless if you count Abomasnow. But then we have Shadow Machamp. I do think Scrafty is better, but Shadow Machamp definitely going to be a solid pick as well. So we've seen this quite a bit in the past. Armored Mewtwo is another one that is good. Another one that doesn't need to be XL. So you want to talk about non-XL Pokemon, Armored Mewtwo definitely going to be pretty solid. Then we have Drifblim, which does benefit from being XL, but I believe you don't need to use an XL one. You can get it pretty close to non-XL. You can get it pretty close to 2500 not being XL. But of course, it does benefit from being XL'd. Then we have Gengar, another one that's not XL'd, so going to be a pretty decent Pokemon. Okay, and then we have Skarmory. Skarmory is an XL one, and I do believe you want the perfect. So you want the perfect one, and it's going to be pretty good if you happen to have it. So you just need those XL candies, which is another one I do not have. And then we have Lugia. Lugia is a tricky one because you need to be able to get it from like the research breakthrough and then trade it so you can have one below 1500 CP. I have one, and it does have Dragon Tail, which is good. So Lugia could definitely be pretty good. Oh wait, no, that's only for the Great League. We're talking about the Ultra League remix. Never mind. You don't have to trade Lugias. You could just use your Lugia. What am I talking about? Okay, so that's for the Great League, but for the Ultra League, you should be able to have it. Then we have Blastoise, another one that does benefit from XL candy, of course, but again, you can get it pretty close without XLing it, but it's going to be better with XLs. Shadow Snorlax or the regular Snorlax, definitely good. It definitely walls Giratina Origin form, so it's a good pick. And then we have Gliscor, XL Wishcash, and XL Dragalge. Wishcash, I've never battled an XL Wishcash, to be honest with you. But I think it does have a lot of play. I honestly do, and I don't know how many candy I have for this guy. Probably not many because I haven't been trying for it. But I think it can perform pretty well if you have a perfect. I think you want a perfect. You just want to XL it. I think it's gonna be pretty good Mud Boy, right? That actually beats Galarian Stunfisk. Should beat it. So I think it's pretty decent. Then we have Dragalge, which, of course, XL benefit from X. We've been seeing this a lot in the Great League remix, Dragalge, so it's definitely going to be good in the Ultra League as well. So the solid team choices, these are expensive teams again. The first team I would love to try, we have the Galarian Stunfisk with Jellicent and Mandibuzz in the back. I think this definitely provides good coverage. Of course, Galarian Stunfisk is going to be weak to Scrafty, so is Jellicent, but, you know, Mandibuzz is going to be able to answer for that fighting weakness. I mean, Jellicent's not weak to fighting, but it's weak to Dark, and Scrafty does cover those pretty well, and then Mandibuzz can answer Scrafty. But definitely a pretty bulky team as well. I mean, this is definitely a bulky team. I would love to try out this team if I had the resources to do so. Next up, we have Shadow Nidoqueen. You could go with the regular one. I personally don't have a Shadow one, so if I did build this team, I would go with the regular one. Of course, I can't build it because I don't have the resources, but if I did, I'm saying. So Nidoqueen with Politoed and Alolan Ninetales in the back. And I'd probably go with Powder Snow, Alolan Ninetales. And the final team going to be that Defense Deoxys with Alolan Ninetales and Shadow Machamp in the back. So, pretty solid teams all around. I think these are some really good teams. And again, it's an expensive league, guys. I'm not really going to yeah, I guess I talked about it for quite a while, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. And if you happen to have the resources for some of these Pokemon, more power to you. But if you don't, stick with Open Ultra. That gets pretty expensive too with the XLs. Keep in mind the XLs are eligible for that as well, so it's definitely going to be expensive in the Ultra League this time around. So if you want to take off a couple weeks, I totally understand if you don't have those resources. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.